What's up? What you doing? The late one today. I think we mentioned it in yesterday's stream. We were going to do a later one today. How are we all doing? Well, I hope. So we have a up here. We have a high to meet. Well, not a high, sorry, but we have a point in the market to meet here. Now, the reason we want to get to this point is because if we do, that would be closing the bearish gap down. But we've said this before that we do have a bias of a bit shorter on euro. This morning we mentioned to the Discord that we had this area here that potentially could open up to give us a sell down to the Asia low and then possibly the low at the base of move here. But price ultimately came up, traveling higher. But again, it's one of those things where you're not always going to be correct, right? Now, in this case, we actually had a bias to the upside. Why do we have a bias to the upside? Well, the only formed directional FEG on the daily is to the upside, right? So until we form this gap here, the bearish bias for us is not the one that we're following. We're following the bullish setup. Now that's why that setup we showed you down there was a counter move, but it still had probability, just like when you take a daily low, like we did on GU, right? The bias here is bearish. We know this. Come down to the daily, well, not down, but on the daily, if we took out this low, come down to the 15, and we had this as a potential entry, which is counter, right? Counter the move. But it didn't tap in. But it's about the relevance, right? It's the relevance. So gold, we didn't get down to that low, unfortunately. Did swipe out the previous 4-hour low. Look here. Oh, you look here. Look right there. That's the space that it created at 2:30 a.m. Obviously not in our trading hours, but that's the space it created after running the liquid low. From there, we see a beautiful counter move. So all we're going to be doing in this session, guys, is pretty much covering what we're looking at for tomorrow. Look at gold. Yeah, I'm on gold right now, my man. So yeah, our bias is bearish on gold after this, and we had this gap as well that could form. Got liquid highs right there. Apart from this, well, I mean, all the liquid highs sit up in this area. So for shorts, there's not going to be a huge amount of choice. It's going to be up in that higher area, which is where you want to short from, obviously. It's the higher end. So remember the principle that we're looking at is price action itself needs to take out the liquidity before it finds a new point of liquidity to travel to. So we can't just have one point without reference. We have to have the reference of both sides of the market. And the both sides of the market, you can see we have them, the high and the low end, to give us that collective of we want to sell from here to here, or we want to sell to here from here. So it works both ways in terms of what we're seeing. And if you look at what we did, we actually had all of the liquid taken out from these lows, but not the lowest point. We took some internal liquid, then we've pushed higher. So based off the same principle, there's always potential for price action to come back to those areas, even if it seems kind of out of the way. Going on, Kevin? Hope you're well. So remember, guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button. Appreciate it. Yeah. Honestly, pretty quiet today. Not a huge amount going on. We did have the BOE interest rates. That's it. Going on, John? Hope you're well. Great, thanks, mate. And you? Yeah, I'm good, thanks, buddy. I'm glad you're well. So we start at the base here. We start at the base of these. We're looking for bullishness here now. Actually, change the visibility of this. FOMC 7 p.m. What's going on, Nick? Hope you're well. So remember yesterday we said about on Euro. On Euro we said about this low being taken out, which is the daily low. So it's see all of the serious stuff here because we don't. We said from here, if we create a gap, then we could have a bullish move. Now we had a bullish gap created here, which gave us an opening right here. Now price action did tap into this, played off it a few times. Ultimately, it built liquidity, and I thought we were going to see a nice sweep through these highs, but we haven't, unfortunately. Just seen price come back down, which is fine because technically, if you were trading off of this, you'd be using this as your stop loss low. Right now, we haven't seen the move we want to see. To be honest, the day has been relatively sideways. We're starting to see some expansive moves now in the later half of New York, but I say later half, it's not later half, is it? It's the later half of the day in the UK. Okay, so we're going to start down here, Euro. So we're looking for a low to be ran to continue going higher. Mark this off. 4-hour time frame, it is the same low. And again, you know, we've got relatively equal lows here. We've still got this low, and we still have this gap as well from market open. So we know there's liquidity sitting in that region. So we've got an alert on this low. If we run this, we'll look for price action to go higher. If not, we'll look for this gap to be met, and then we'll look for, again, that push to the upside. Scrap price, yeah. I mean, I'm not expecting anything crazy any days of the week. That's why I always look at it as it gives you a move, right? But remember we had a short bias back here on that. It didn't give any entries, just went bullish, bullish, bullish. Fine. Again, it's okay to be wrong. Just like here, we said there was potential for this trade because it ran straight up into this area and it didn't come back down here until Asia. We said we're closed now. We're not getting involved with any Asia tags into there. Again, bias in this case, trying to create that daily gap to the downside. Fine if it wants to create that. Okay, so I'm actually going to get rid of oil. So same with NAS 100. Made that daily gap after pushing high. So lots of highs and lows, very similar areas with the indices. A lot of the time, if you have a pricing direction you want for the indices, um, there's generally always like a cluster of lows um, that price action sort of plays around in. USD rate at 7 p.m. UK time, then press conference at 7:30. Yeah, there's always some shit. Um, but again, apart from where we are now, we're just doing up, 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 up. Does it surprise us though? Not really. Not really. And again, we could still, tap into some good areas down here. Like if we take out these lows this afternoon, we take out here. There's still potential for this to push up. I doubt it, but there is still potential. This as well, we said that we wanted to sell away from the points in here, right? And we had a sweep of this. Almost ran this. This was the point we were looking at. It came straight down, took out target low. Now it's actually seeking higher liquidity now, which I believe is this. By 4 hour. See the points that it's taken out consistently. Loads of highs in there. Got the big fat cat with me in the office. Well, she's not fat. Massive. Takes up loads of room. Remember what we were saying, that this is targeting the high now? We wanted to target the high. Daily low is the 4 hour low. Remember guys, if you're looking for a good Forex broker, you can use our partners Vantage-FX. Find the link for them down below. And when the bot releases, because we're not 100% sure how we're going to sell access to the bot, thinking of just making a bot PAM account. So instead of you buying the bot and then attaching it to account, you just make an account and attach it to our master account. So there's no setup involved. All you have to do is make an account and link it. So close to getting the entry on that as well. Liquid high to target right there. Okay. Uh, Nothing to show on there. We have the liquid highs right here. Honestly, a couple of real slow days. Like we've had some nice moves. Like I'm not doubting that we've had some nice moves, but last couple of live streams has been literally nothing going on, and we've done them at different times as well. Remember, guys, don't forget hands-free profit your thing. Sign up to the EA shortlist for our automatic trading bot, or you can do a slightly larger investment with our partnership investment company, which is Nesab Investment. Head down to the description. You can check out all the information for this stuff. Remember, our bias for this as well was long, but we're most likely going to see it go short again. Look at what we had here. Sweep of the daily. Also recently had sweep of this high, which is a 4-hour high. We've also had obviously the BOE decision rates, which have affected the valuing of the GBP. So put an alert down here. Close. What's everyone been looking at today? Has anyone taken any trades today? I made an account with Vantage. Nice, Kevin. Did you use the link in the description? Remember yesterday we done the same thing with this. We said there was potential for an order here. Didn't reach it until the Asia session, so we're not going to trade during Asia. So remember, just by looking at these points, not this, but like here, for example, where you have the bearish to bullish movement, and here, you're visualizing the money in, money out principle. So, for example, bullish, bearish, that's the principle there. Back in a second, just need to put a light on. sorry about that, guys. Right. So the Euro GBP here. Got an alert on this low. When we go to the daily, it's also the daily low. So running that could give us that push back up to the upside. Yeah, I mean, running off the bullish shift of that low liquidation on the daily here. Yes, I did. Oh, with the Vantage account? I appreciate it, dude. Means a lot. Appreciate it, my man. Did you get any bonuses? Yeah, better comms. Oh, better commissions. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, that is what I thought. Yeah, so get the best commission rate with Vantage if you use the link in the description, uh, like Kevin did, and I believe Andre did as well. If I'm not mistaken. Also, look how close we are with AU running up to these highs. We're close. We do have space opening up here. Not massive on it, to be honest. But it is still possibly a zone that's being. Now remember, now we're getting into the lower time for it, not lower time frames, but lower volume sessions. You want to be catching the sweeps and the pushes like this. You have that nice high volume. So when you get a gap, price action runs with that. Is that at 2 a.m., 3 a.m.? We're looking for longs on UJ up to the high. Oh my gosh. Absolute monster moves. Monster moves. Yeah. Nothing right now. Let's let's get on to this. Get some queens going on. Get it, let's get it. Is that massive or no, it's fine. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Then we could expand it for you guys. So remember, this game, you have to get a queen in every single color, and they cannot occupy squares next to each other, and they cannot occupy the same lane. So it's kind of like Sudoku, if you were. Sudoku, I don't even know how you say it. Sudoku. So the best thing to do is always work out a square or a space that you can't really like have much variables. So this is either going to be here or here. It's either going to be this line or this line, right? So the easiest thing to do is just go the furthest point back, have that as your queen, right? You can go to like this, which is also tight. So if this is here, this has to be here, right? Because it can't cross over that same path. Then we can start bringing in like this example. Put this here. We can have this here. Let's see. Oh, I knew where I meant. So you see how me putting this here has stopped this being usable. I can't put it here because it will be interfered with that crossover. So we have an option. We can go like this. No, okay, we can't go like that. Let's get rid of this. Go like that. And then we can go here. And like this one, right? This can only be either going to be up or down. So we know that we can't occupy both of these, and we can't occupy both of these. So the easiest thing to do is like choose somewhere. So if you go there, then you can go here. So now we only need to find a space for this purple and this purple, right? So easiest way to go is this is taken, 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 this is taken. this is taken, and this is taken. So it only leaves us these two spaces, right? Now we know that that is taken, that is taken, that is taken, that is taken. This is not, so we could put that there. And then this, we can't choose anywhere, right? So we know this has to go here, and then this. Go. Done. So reasonably hard game, but at the same time, it's pretty easy. You only get to play it once a day though, which is unfortunate. So yeah, it's fun. It's a fun game. It's a good little brain twiddler, that one. I hate you. Then there is potential for price action to sell off here. The only reason why we're not too committed and we're not necessarily going to sell from here is based off of the fact that the liquid that's being transferred here was collected way down here, and we don't want to consistently take every single shift in an upwards moving market, for example, if we don't have the relevance. Like if there was a high here, you know, all day long, follow that, take it. But the highs are down here, so we're looking at a fair old distance from where it is to where it is now, where it was to where it is now. So we need to make sure that we hold relevance with that. So once you expand past the point that you're taking that liquidity, a lot of the time it's just part of the repricing to continue up to a next point of liquid. Not always, but a lot of time. Remember, if you are on LinkedIn, send us a little connection. You can connect on LinkedIn. Okay, from one classic straight into another. Now this one is not my strong point, and we know this. But let's have a look. We'll start it the same way we do every time, with like a trade related word. So NG and not there. So they have to be in different areas, right? So I was going to put never, but the R is not in there. So okay, so we know where the E goes, and the R doesn't go at the end doesn't go at the front. Doesn't go in the middle. Can't be linen. Ooh, safe to say. Howdy, what's going on? Isn't there a possible EU short soon? Let's not that I can see, John. I'm just looking for sweep of a point of liquid, whereas there's no points of liquid really in here. So you could look at it as like an internal range structure basis. Follow it like that. Have to make sure you apply a rule set consistently if that was the case. Queens again. Um, you can't play it more than once a day, unfortunately. What are you trying to say? Trying to say I'm bad at Wordle? Well, I am. I am very bad at Wordle, especially at this time of day. Honestly, the thing that we're closest to at the moment, I think, because AU is the closest thing to possibly moving, but it's not really a great setup. Everything else is just running. Got any internal lows here? No. Oh, and this to run the lows here on Euro GBP. Right. So let's have a look at some other pairs because we've got nothing right. See, we were looking for entries before and then had targets. Price action went totally against that. Again, this is what we were saying before, you know. Doesn't have to be correct every single time. Be correct more than you're incorrect, and don't forget to like. I appreciate it, Kevin. Appreciate that. Yeah, don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. Little thumbs up. Well, you don't have to. You know. Have a look here. equal highs on there, UCAD. Welcome to everyone that's joining the Discord, by the way. Welcome, welcome. See you all. No spaces opened up yet. Running the low. Fine. Back to the 4. If we come down and run this low, this is a daily low. We come down and run this, it's going to be a good area to go long from. uh, right, let's see if we can get this wordle here. So the N obviously, well, the N must go at the end, right? The N? 7? No. Evan? No, it's no A. I mean, it might not even be there. I guess that's what it is. Uh, there's no A, so with no A in there, no V in there. Okay. But there is an E in there, sorry. There's an E, but it's there. So let's go for doesn't. Oh, it doesn't even go there. Okay. So the D doesn't go there. I reckon well, it's got to go here. Got to go here. So something, something, X, E, D. Hmm. Ooh, tricky one, eh? Okay, we got. Yeah, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. We'll come back. The tricky. Anyone see Bitcoin? It's flying. Right, have another try of this. So it's no double E. We know it's not double E. The- What? Uh, index. We got there in the end. Damn, that's tricky. Ay, 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 ay. A still bullish. Guess it's up and down here. So a good example of what you want to see. Take that low. See the space coming in. And that is the area you want to be following. But you do see times when it doesn't tap in like that, where it doesn't come back. That happens though. Oh my gosh. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, is there anything anyone wants me to look at? Because right now, not seeing anything that I'm too interested in, to be honest. I think, does anyone in the stream? Yeah, take it easy, John. Monday you go. Does anybody have any experience with PineScript? Does anybody have any experience with writing indicators? Because if you do, hit me up. Alright, we're gonna call it there, guys. I think that's done. That's donezo's. Tomorrow we're gonna be streaming at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. GBP. No, GBP? GMT. If you are available at that time, then please join. Be a 2-hour stream. I'll see you all then. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy, guys.